Okay, so I decided to pull out the camera again, and I wanted to tell the story of the first time that I decided to donate blood. Now, I never had done this before. It was, I want to say it was like January, February, like beginning of the year, a couple years ago. Maybe like 2016, 2017 maybe, I don't know. But I went to my local American Red Cross, and they were super nice, super friendly. Nothing against the staff. Now, that's my dog.
No, Kelly!
Better not go up those stairs. So I go in, and I'm like, hi, I want to like donate blood. And they're like, okay, well, you need to fill out this form, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I did. And then I sat and waited or whatever. And then they called me in to like this small office and asked me like a bunch of questions or whatever. And then they pricked my finger, and I was like, oh, that wasn't that bad. It got worse. And so they were like, okay, you can just sit here, relax, and then we'll call you when you're ready or whatever. I was like, okay, so I was sitting and waiting, and like I can literally see people like giving blood, like in the chairs, like whatever. They're like in a circle. Anyways, so I got in the chair, and they were like, okay, so like, and I was like kind of like having like a mild like one might call it a panic attack, because I don't like needles, and I don't know why I decided to do this alone. First of all, like I was the one, I drove myself, and so I sit down in the chair, and then like, you know, like they like put your arm like this, and they're like, okay, so we're gonna wrap your arm or whatever. They put the thing around my arm, and then they put the needle in, and the needle's like this long, I think, about, and it was fine. I was fine. And they were like, they gave you like the little stress ball or whatever, and they were like, squeeze this like a couple times to get like blood going in your arm or whatever. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And so like, I'm like watching the blood or whatever, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. And I'm like, this is not bad at all. I'm fine. Like, I got this. And so then, just as the bag is filling up, like almost done, like I am like so close to being done, I'm like, hey, I'm getting a little dizzy. And the woman's like, oh, okay, well, you're gonna have to like move your legs and like get them moving. And I'm like, I don't think so. And so like the lady literally like pushes my legs up so the blood goes to my head. And then I like just for a split second passed out. And that was great. So they were like, oh my god. And then there were like 3 people around me all of a sudden. I'm like, hello, where did all these people come from? And so then they literally were like, oh my god, you're almost done. And then they like pulled the needle out of my arm and bandaged me. And then I was still kind of like woozy or whatever and like out of it. And they were like, okay, just like sit here and relax for a little bit. Like you like just passed out. And I was like, what? Like I'd never passed out before, so I didn't know what it really felt like. And especially from blood loss passing out, that's a different feeling. But so I passed out, woke up immediately, and then I was sitting in the chair just chilling, and I was like, after like 2 minutes, I was like, I think I'm okay, like I can get back up and stuff. And they were like, no, you need to like sit down and relax. And I was like, but I want those Cheez-Its, and I just want food. And so then I finally, after like 10-15 minutes, like they were like, okay, you can go sit over there now and like relax. And I was like, no, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to seize the day. And then they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, just give me like a couple pretzels and like a little apple juice to get my blood sugar back up. And then I was on my merry way. And then the lady afterwards was like, stopped me outside of the thing, and she was like, don't let this experience like scare you or whatever. And I'm like, it wasn't that bad. I just passed out. And then she was like, okay, well, we'll see you soon, okay? And I was like, And moral of the story is I've never been back. Because like I was like not thinking clearly at the time. I think I was like, dude, you just passed out. And I'm like, no, it's fine. And now thinking about it, I'm like, I lost so much blood that I passed out. But like, I understand, it was going for a good cause. So, yeah, I haven't been back. And ever since then, they like nonstop call me, so like I low-key like block their number. But it's fine. And I don't know. It was a very different experience than I was used to, I guess. It literally was like an American Red Cross, like a building, and I was like, this is a place that you can do this. It seems like a little, it's like weird not being in like a doctor's office, like them taking like a blood vial or whatever. It was just like a place. It was like in a Tops Plaza, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll do it here then. But I think that's all I have for today. It was just a quick story time. I gotta get to work. What time is it? It's 3. I work at 4. So if you really like this, if you like this video or story times or whatever, please give me a like down below. Why not subscribe when you're down there? That would be pretty cool. I think we're at 50 right now. Thanks, guys. I will probably be uploading this relatively soon. And I did not like that arm movement. That was terrible. Oh my god. I will see you guys next time whenever I decide to pull out the camera again. Okay, see you later.